Good morning, children. In previous class, we discussed about different types of waterfalls and canyons and different types of, I mean, water and wind works we discussed. And now we are going to discuss about the previous chapter connection, that is highest waterfall in the world, that is called Angel Waterfall. Once again, highest waterfall in the world, that is called Angel Waterfall, that is there on River Churan in Venezuela. And second highest waterfall in the world, that is a Tugela Waterfall on River Tugela, that is located in South Africa. And later, third one is and Indian point of view, we discussed that in India the highest waterfall is Jog Waterfall or Jorasappa Waterfall. It is formed on River Saravati in Karnataka state. So three are very important. Number one is Angel Waterfall, number two is Tugela Waterfall, and number three is our Indian point of view, that is called Jog Waterfall or Jorasappa Waterfall, that is found on River Saravati in Karnataka. So later we discuss about one more important topic, that is Oxbow Lakes or Meanders. Oxbow Lakes or Meanders are very important things. So when river getting slow while flowing, that is before the mouth of the river, at that time the water is moving very slowly because of it deposit lot of things on nearby river of the mouth. So here we discuss the water when moving to the slow, at the time it takes a lot of shapes. Where there is a loose bowl, loose soil, there it will move, it cut the loose soil and it will move. At that time it takes a lot of shapes. Suppose if it is in like this snake type shape, it takes a snake type shape. While is there any hard substance, then it takes again backwards and moves again in the same direction. It takes one more direction. So like this, these are all called meanders. Snake type circling, and it is moving like this, it is known as meander. And sometimes it look like a eight shape, and it is called oxbow lakes. So while moving river very slowly, it takes a oxbow lake, and oxbow shape. It is called oxbow lake. It is also very important, oxbow lake. And afterwards we are going to discuss about what that is works of glacier. That is most important thing, works of glacier. What is that? Glacier, first of all, glacier in Himalaya area, in Alps mountain area, the glaciers are, we will found there in Himalaya area. Suppose generally in Himalaya area rains are, cold mountains, rains are coming occasionally. So generally in summer area, hot wind will move towards Himalayan area. At that time the bottom part will melt. Then ultimately what happens, when bottom part melt, the upper part is in a normal condition, it is in shape of ice, but bottom part will melt. At that time mass of ice which is moving, it is look like a when moving it is slowly for a day, centimeters only moving, just centimeters. It takes a number of hours while moving and cut down and fell down. So mass of ice moving and fell down and formed as a Himalayan or perennial rivers. Perennial rivers. So these are most important, very very important. So when the mass of ice is moving, it is flooding and evasion. These two terms are most important, flooding and evasion. Then it will change into the U-shaped valleys and coming to the after ending point moraine lands are formed. Moraine lands. So this is about glacier, work of glaciers. So due to the work of glaciers, U-shaped valleys will be formed. Later, next topic is works of waves. Works of waves means waves, due to the waves, number of years the waves are touching to the hills or rocks. Then the rocks shapes are changed. So this is called works of waves. Now first of all, sea arches. Arch means you see like this is called arch. While touching the sea waves with wind force, this part is totally cut by winds of or waves of sea or waves of ocean. So this is called sea arches. Sea arches are formed by touching of waves, sea waves with wind power. So like arches means like this, arches are formed later. Stacks means look like a wall shape. Wall shape means suppose it is the biggest rock, the rock will cut and formed as a wall shape. This is called a stack by waves and winds. And later capes and bays. Bays means you know that Bay of Bengal. It means a coastal area or beaches. Beaches and coastal. Coast will be formed by waves and winds. So that is. And later beaches. Beaches also formed by waves only. So these are all most important things. That is called works of waves. And later we are going to discuss about works of wind. Works of wind. Only wind will change the shape. What that is? Mushroom rock. Suppose a rock is there nearby desert. Regularly by wind the sand will touch. By touching the forcibly, then the shape of the rock will be changed. The bottom will be, it is the biggest rocks, you see, the bottom will touch every day with the wind, suitable sand with somewhat force. Then ultimately the bottom rock layer will be fell down. After that it will change into the like this mushroom rock, no? Like this. This is called a mushroom rock. This is bottom part is fell down because of wind is carries somewhat sand and it will touches the bottom part. The upper part is remain balanced. Then the shape is look like a mushroom. So mushroom rock. So sand is regularly touches. Then the layer will be fell down. Then it will be formed as a mushroom rock. And later Inselberg. Inselberg means island mountain. What is that? Inselberg means island mountain. So by touching of water, the shape of mountain will be smooth. That is called Inselberg. Once again, Inselberg means island mountain. What is that? Island mountain. The shape of the mountain will be changed due to the touch of water. Last one is sand dunes. Sand dunes will be formed due to the wind force.
The sand will be formed, move through wind from one area to another area. Lowest plains and lowest lands, fertile lands will be formed due to sand dunes and wind. So, in desert areas, generally the wind is blowing and carries sand from one place to another place, from a hot area to cool area. And the cool area is there means there the sand, fine sand will be composed, and it is seems as a lowest plain. So those plains are useful for cultivation. So this is end of second lesson. Now the questioning time to all the students. I will give questions later on Saturday. You can thoroughly prepare about this total lesson. All parts, fourth part also you prepared. Okay, students, so you prepare thoroughly. Okay, bye.